was selfish and didn't show enough gratitude. LeBron wanted too much credit for joining the Lakers. LeBron didn't want to be held accountable, because it's mentioned in this story, for bringing Russell Westbrook to the team and that being a failure.
I don't really care about articles. I really don't. I don't care about stories. I don't care about podcasts and all that type of It don't bother me. I'm 41 years old and I watch golf every day. I don't care about an article. I don't care how somebody feel about me.
And this guy has so much ego that he's actually going to want to put his sons, them, on our basketball roster.
Everybody is fine. Everybody is fine. The Lakers are not winning the championship this year. Everybody knows that. Enjoy the season.
The Los Angeles Lakers are imploding. Not on the court, though, let's be honest, they're not exactly title contenders right now, but behind the scenes. And what we're witnessing is nothing short of a complete meltdown of one of basketball's most storied franchises. This isn't just drama. This is Succession meets the NBA. This is a family civil war going nuclear with LeBron James caught directly in the crossfire. ESPN dropped an absolute bombshell this week, a deep dive investigation into the Buss family dynasty that reads like a Hollywood thriller. And at the center of it all, Jeanie Buss, the Lakers' controlling owner and governor, allegedly throwing LeBron James completely under the bus in the most passive-aggressive way possible. Jeanie Buss has been privately complaining about LeBron for years. She didn't like that he was seen as the savior when he arrived in 2018. She bristled at the control Clutch Sports had over the organization. She thought LeBron shifted blame after the Russell Westbrook disaster. And here's the kicker. When the Lakers drafted Bronny James with the 55th pick, Jeanie apparently thought LeBron should have been more grateful. Grateful? Grateful? We're talking about a four-time NBA champion, a four-time MVP, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, and the Lakers ownership is mad he didn't say thank you enough for drafting his son, who, let's keep it real, probably shouldn't have been drafted that high in the first place.
Jeanie, what great owners do, what great leaders do, is they can see, they can sense which way the wind is blowing. They know when to hit the eject button on certain players.
Jeanie Buss had every opportunity to say no to LeBron. She could have passed on signing him in 2018. She could have refused to draft Bronny. She could have put her foot down on the Russell Westbrook trade. But she didn't. She went along with everything, reaped the benefits when things went well, hello 2020 championship, and now she's leaking to the media that LeBron was difficult and ungrateful. That's not leadership, that's covering your backside. Think about it. If Jeanie Buss really felt LeBron was taking over the franchise, if she really thought Clutch Sports had too much control, if she really believed drafting Bronny was a mistake, why did she allow it? She's the owner. She has the power. She could have said no at any point, but she didn't. And now that the Lakers have sold a majority stake to billionaire Mark Walter and people are questioning her decisions, suddenly all these private grievances are conveniently leaking to ESPN. Come on, this reeks of narrative control. This smells like someone trying to rewrite history. And the timing? Chef's kiss. Right when people are asking tough questions about the Buss family civil war and how Jeanie allegedly outmaneuvered her younger siblings to cash out while maintaining her position as governor, suddenly LeBron James, one of the most polarizing figures in sports, becomes the perfect distraction. Now let's talk about LeBron's response, because he addressed this head-on after the Clippers game.
I don't really care about articles. I really don't. I don't care about stories. I don't care about podcasts and all that type of It don't bother me. I'm 41 years old and I watch golf every day.
Is LeBron lying? Absolutely. Stephen A. called him out on it immediately, and he's 100% right. LeBron always cares about the narrative. This is the same man who spent his entire career meticulously crafting his public image, who's built a media empire, who launched The Decision and The Last Dance competitor series. Of course he cares. But you know what? LeBron's lie doesn't change the fundamental facts here, and this is where guys like Stephen A. Smith and Brian Windhorst, who are plugged into the Lakers universe, bring the truth.
Yes, would they have liked to have put up more than one banner? Of course, but they won a championship. They've been to the playoffs 5 of the last 6 years.
Let's look at the receipts. Before LeBron arrived in Los Angeles, the Lakers were a disaster. 6 to 7 years of being absolutely terrible, the worst stretch in franchise history. They were the laughingstock of the NBA. Lake Show? More like Lake No Show. The franchise that won championships with Magic, Kareem, Shaq, and Kobe had become irrelevant. Then LeBron shows up. Within 2 years, they win a championship. Yes, it was in the bubble. Yes, people want to asterisk it, but championships are championships. And last time I checked, every team was playing under the same conditions. They've made the playoffs 5 out of 6 years since LeBron arrived. They got Anthony Davis, another Clutch Sports client, who's been instrumental to their success. Was it perfect? No. The Westbrook trade was a disaster. LeBron's getting older. The team's not a title favorite this year. But compared to where they were before LeBron, it's not even close.
He didn't have to come to Los Angeles. When nobody else was getting there, when he arrived, ultimately, Anthony Davis arrived a year later. Let's keep in mind that's a Clutch Sports client.
This is the part that gets lost in all the noise. LeBron James chose the Lakers when they were down bad. He didn't join a super team. He didn't take the easy path. He came to LA at 33 years old, brought them back to relevance, delivered a championship, and helped attract Anthony Davis. And now the ownership is leaking stories about how he wasn't grateful enough? The audacity. Here's what's really happening. The Buss family is in turmoil. Jeanie allegedly outmaneuvered her younger half-siblings, Joey and Jeanie Buss, who their father Jerry Buss reportedly wanted to run the franchise. According to the ESPN report, Jeanie sold the team out from under them, cashed out for hundreds of millions, and kept her position as governor for 5 years. Her brothers got paid, but lost their legacy. That's the real story here. And when you're trying to justify controversial family decisions and a massive franchise sale, what better scapegoat than LeBron James? He's polarizing, he's got haters everywhere. Throw some red meat to the LeBron critics about ego and control, and suddenly everyone's talking about that instead of the family drama.
Let me throw out some red meat to the LeBron haters, and there are a bunch of them. Let me throw them some red meat. LeBron was selfish and didn't show enough gratitude. LeBron wanted too much credit for joining the Lakers. LeBron didn't want to be held accountable, because it's mentioned in this story, for bringing Russell Westbrook to the team. Great owners do what great leaders do is they can see, they can sense which way the wind is blowing. They know when to hit the eject button on certain players. They know hey, this shortcut.
Whitlock sees right through it, and even though his delivery is harsh and his track record with LeBron is complicated, he's not wrong about the manipulation happening here. Jeanie Buss knows exactly what she's doing. She's controlling the narrative, using the media to her advantage, and deflecting from legitimate questions about her stewardship of the franchise. But here's the wildest part of this entire saga. Brian Windhorst dropped this nugget that puts everything in perspective.
Now liquid to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. She is still the governor, right? She's still the governor. Who sells their team for hundreds of millions of dollars and remains the governor?
Think about that for a second. Jeanie Buss cashed out hundreds of millions of dollars and still kept her position running the Lakers. That's unprecedented. Mark Walter and his ownership group bought the team but kept Jeanie as the face of the franchise. She got the best of both worlds, generational wealth and power. Meanwhile, her siblings got paid but lost their positions. And LeBron? He's finishing a $100 million estate in Beverly Hills. Everybody won. So what's the problem? The problem is ego. The problem is legacy. And the problem is that when you're part of basketball royalty like the Buss family, money isn't everything. Power matters, legacy matters, and Jeannie's younger brothers feel like they got screwed out of their birthright. The ESPN report makes it clear. This isn't about basketball. This is about family betrayal, sibling rivalry, and dynasty politics. LeBron James just got caught in the middle of a family war he never asked to be part of. Should LeBron have been more humble? Maybe. Should he have pushed back on drafting Bronny? Probably. Was the Westbrook trade his fault? Partially. But none of that changes the bottom line. LeBron James saved the Lakers from irrelevance, delivered them a championship, and gave them 6 years of playoff basketball after 7 years of misery. If that doesn't deserve gratitude, then what does?
LeBron deserves most of the credit for that. Not to mention clutch sports. And we got to remember that and show them the deference and respect that they're due.
At the end of the day, this story isn't about basketball. It's about power, control, and who gets to write the history of one of sport's most iconic franchises. Jeanie Buss is trying to secure her legacy. Her siblings are angry about being pushed out, and LeBron James, whether he admits it or not, cares deeply about how he's remembered in Lakers lore. The Lakers are fine financially. They've got new ownership with deep pockets. They're not winning a championship this year, but they're competitive. Jeanie's set for life. LeBron's building his mansion. Everybody got paid. But in the Game of Thrones, money isn't everything. And right now, Jeanie Buss is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. She's controlling the narrative, protecting her position, and making sure that when the history of this era is written, she's the hero, and LeBron's the complicated star who demanded too much. The question is, will it work, or will people see through the smoke and mirrors? One thing's for certain, this Lakers drama is far from over. And LeBron James, he's watching golf, building his estate, and probably laughing at us all for thinking he doesn't care. Because trust me, he cares. They all care. And this battle for legacy, it's just getting started.